He got the little, like, you know what I'm saying, like, he ain't interested, whatever type of face, you know what I'm saying? And so they were like, go ahead, man, spit something. Man, I went to rapping. See, when I went to rapping, I ain't get past probably like 4 bars, bro. Real talk. That nigga went to saying, man, what the man, hold on, you know what I'm saying? For real, it did. It was like, man, spit something else, man. I went to rapping again. That nigga went to jumping up and down, and it for like real, man.
I can imagine because he is energetic.
Man, it was so crazy, man. Like then it was like, you know, everybody was like, ooh, like you gotta rap something now.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.
So, nigga, and I ended up saying it in the studio just to be driving. You did the nigga that I beat, and so Wayne heard me say it, and then Wayne ended up saying it, and once he said it on the track, yeah, it's stuck.
I want to ask you about that. It's they say Wayne discovered you. You was on the streets. Explain to me, how did Wayne discover you on the streets? Is he on the streets at this time looking for artists?
Nah, it was more of like my big homie from around my way, you know what I'm saying? You know, Mule, you know, like one of the older dudes from around the way. You know, he was just always like, cause he went to school with most of the people that Wayne was around every day. He went to school with them, so he knew them. And so he just was like, yo, like I'm gonna bring you to that boy, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring you to him and rap one. Now at the time, you know, that shit seems so, you know what I'm saying, for like, man, whatever, nigga. You know what I'm saying? For real.
That's cowboy.
Yeah, because you like, you don't know Wayne, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, real talk, man, that nigga pulled up, you know what I'm saying, in front of my door. You feel me? I'll never forget this shit, man. He pulled up in front of my door, bro. And I was out there, I was on the porch, it did, me and my cousin Mike, it did, Lord bless the dead. And I'm like, she like, come on, nigga, you ready? You ready? I'm like, yeah, fuck you mean? You know
How
what I'm saying?
old were you?
Nigga, ain't doing shit else, nigga. You know
How
what
old
I'm
were
saying?
you right then?
I'm probably like 15. You know what I'm saying? When I got in there today, I made sure I brought Mike today because nigga, I need a witness. You know what I'm saying? I need a witness with me. Here for real. And he brought me up there. We went to the east, and he was playing a game. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm in the house today, you know, I'm anxious like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there, so after a while, I'm like, man, what the fuck, man? So, you know, I go up to him, you dig? I'm like, man, look, bro, you dig? I'm Mule people, you dig? He bumped me in the rap for you, woo. And he kind of like gave me the brush out, like, all right, you know, like, all right, my people gonna check you out type shit. So when he did that, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, fuck this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? For real. You're like, man, I'm about to dip out. So I'll never forget, bro, like, I was leaving out, and Fee, you know what I mean? I don't know if you ever heard of Fee Banks. Say, bro, now he's an interesting guy, bro, who you need to get up here, bro.
Okay.
Like, I always shout Fee out, bro. Fee one of the realest people, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, I ever met, bro, from day one. And I'm gonna give you a little something about him, and I'm gonna finish the story. If it wasn't for Fee, you wouldn't have Kevin Gates.
Wow.
If it wasn't for Fee, you wouldn't have NBA Youngboy.
Wow.
You know, I'm gonna just say that. You know
That's
what I'm
hard.
saying?
That's hard.
Yeah, bro. So you know, shout out to Fee, man. But Fee, you know, he came up. You
gotta link me with Fee.
I got you.
That's hard right there.
I got you. His name Fee Banks.
Okay.
He can't stop me. He was just like, look, don't trip. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call him out here for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't trip. I'm gonna call him out here for you. Woo. And he come out the house. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he got the little, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't interested, whatever type of face. You know what I'm saying? And so they were like, go ahead, man, spit something. Man, I went to rapping. See, when I went to rapping, I ain't get past probably like 4 bars, bro. Real talk. That nigga went to saying, man, what the fuck? Man, hold on. You know what I'm saying? For real, it did. It was like, man, spit something else, man. I went to rapping again. That nigga went to jumping up and down. And it for like real, man.
I can imagine because he is energetic.
Man, it was so crazy, man. Like, then it was like, you know, everybody was like, ooh, like, you gotta rap something now. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah, to him, and man, we ended up rapping out there for like probably like a good hour and a half. Then right after that, we went straight to the studio.
Straight to the studio.
Straight to the studio, and we that's how the rap group Squad Up. You know what I'm saying? Was born right then that night.
Wow. So Wayne, and
Thanks.
what are some of the things and that something that sticks out that early in those early times that he brought up or asked you about, like, or maybe he not asked you about, but gave you some good advice on, as far as on the rap, the way the lyrics go and all that?
Well, with Wayne, this one thing he told me with advice. He was like, bro, what matters the most is how you start the song and how you end it. You know what I'm saying? Cause no matter what you saying, how you come in, your dead people gonna always remember that, and they gonna always remember your last words.
Wow. So
always make sure that's powerful. You know what I'm saying? And most of all, like his work ethic. You know what I mean? Like in the studio is crazy.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, I heard stories of it, man.
Yeah, man. Like he lives in there, for real. And as far as like for a person like me, it's like I'm trying to get where you at.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? I gotta work just as hard as you or harder. You know what I mean? For real.
Squad Up, was that formulated when you got there, or was he working on that?
Yeah. Well, that was kind of like his little like group of friends who he always, you know what I'm saying? His friends, they was already calling themselves the squad.
Okay.
And when I got there, like I said, that's when we formed Young Money.
Kids stay in school, leave out the house, neighbors peeking out the window, show the pistol to the neighbor.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Squad Up, the actual rap group.
Squad Up was the one that, didn't y'all had an issue with Slim Thug?
Yeah,
nigga, y'all were young hard heads, man.
Yeah.
What was that about, man?
Man, that was just us, man. Riding for Flip, man. Cause Flip showed us a whole lot of love, bro.
Okay.
Like during that whole Katrina time and stuff like that. And that's just how we bred, bro, out there. Like if we rocking with you, we rocking with you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, and it's like, if a nigga fucking with that, just like, man, if me and you go to the club right now, you know what I'm saying, you get into it with a nigga, I'm in it with you.
You gotta be.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just, like how we was, man, for real, but shout out to Slim Thug, man.
I talked to Slim about 2 weeks, about 3 weeks ago with Lil Kiki and them, but man, shout out to all them boys down there in H-Town, man. Flip, Thug, Lil Kiki, man.
Shout out to Flip, man. Shout out to all the H-Town legends out there, man, for real. Shout out to Trey, you hear me?
Shout out to Trey, man.
Yeah, man.
I love Trey, man. Love Trey, man. Love all them boys, like I said, man. But you basically at that time, man, you would Squad Up. The Young Money thing happens. Is this paralleling each other, or so they going on at the same time?
Yeah, man. It was like, we was the Squad Up. We was doing, the whole group named Wayne and stuff like that. And then we had our period where, just us, like the rappers, you know what I'm saying? We separated from Wayne and started doing our own thing, and that's when, a lot of stuff like with Flip, the mixtapes with Flip and shit like that happened. And then after that, me, you know what I'm saying? I ended up, getting back in there with Wayne.
Okay. And the one thing I can't say, Wayne, one of the hardest working niggas ever.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.